The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McSorley, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Get ready.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. We'll get this one out to Rex Burkhead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Ready. 10 logo.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
1st down, here's White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on, long way to go in this one.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. These two teams, the Eagles and the Pats, did not meet in the regular season last year, so their last official bout was in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Everybody remembers that one with the Eagles staking claim to their first ever title. And the Philly special went down in football history with Nick Foles catching the pass from Trey Burton in the end zone. What a game that was.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about...
As Sanders has it poked free, and it's picked up by the Patriots. blitz. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Eagles nothing. Stephen Gostkowski, the kickoff for New England.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a carry for Sanders. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Touch! 120!
Check back 21. Ready?
Sunday! Good touch!
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Waiting!
Check back 21. They're not ready for this, man.
Hey, empty!
Y'all play.
81!
Check it out.
Wait, touch!
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Let's go.
Bam, bam.
Check 49. Check 49. Check it backer. Check it backer. Check three. Check three. Check three.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
50, plant.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hard.
SOS. Begin.
Now.
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd, 76 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Patriots 14, Eagles nothing. Stephen Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Check. Walk 54. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Derek Rivers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Kill.
51's the mic. Drop deep.
Flank. This is done.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second and very short, McSorley. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Sanders. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A big pickup of 38. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, empty.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Wentz going to throw, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
On the set.
Mike Bobo.
Hey, Sam off.
Slam. Shoot. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, Haywood. Get it.
They go play action now with McSorley. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A give to Burkhead on first down. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, lock it. Hey, zoom.
Throwing on second down, McSorley. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
He's coming. We got double up. Wide, get wide. 1, 2.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damiere Byrd, as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Wentz to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
At the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give to White. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Here we go. Waiting. Hey, stat.
On deck. I'm coming after you.
Sunday.
Hey, switch gears. Switch
General West.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From midfield, here's Wentz. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A very solid gain of 27. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's McSorley on first and 10. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Damiere Byrd, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. This Pats and Eagles matchup is part of the NFL 100 series. These two teams met in Super Bowl 39 and also recently in Super Bowl 52, splitting the pair of matchups. Tom Brady was the constant in both of them. His counterpart the first go-around, Donovan McNabb, and the Pats won that affair. But then the Eagles would get revenge 13 years later behind the very unlikely hero, Nick Foles. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 10 over.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Check out read. Slam.
Snap.
On play action, they'll throw. The open man is Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Kill. 6 guys. Check 6. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Check. Crunch. Kill.
And an alley to run. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Go.
44. Mike.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Got his man, that's Harry. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. The wide receiver was a big need for the Patriots coming into the season, and they found something they really liked in N'Keal Harry. They took the 21-year-old with a final pick in the 1st round, and it's actually kind of interesting. Since 2000, the Patriots were the only team to not draft a receiver in the 1st round until nabbing Harry just before the order rolled over to round 2. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Let's get it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Ready.
And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Wentz now on 1st down. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Set 50, plant.
Watch safety creep. Watch.
Look, squeeze.
Safety's creeping. He's coming. Double up. Double.
Hey, Delta.
He's coming. Double up.
Shoot.
Throwing is McSorley. Throw caught here by Bird. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Eagles 7. Stephen Gostkowski to kick off for New England.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They go play action here on first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Wentz now to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, it's Howard, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Jordan Howard unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's White. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check hot route. Hot, hot. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd down, a run from White. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. The Patriots send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Patriots, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year, and they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today, it ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go. 70 in. I'm coming after you.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 7th-round pick. He made it through training camp. Now he's getting some reps.
And that's all you want, an opportunity. 7th-round pick. I haven't met a 7th-round pick yet that didn't play really, really hard because they're ticked off they didn't go in the first 6 rounds. All you want is that chance, and once they get it, many times they turn out to be great players.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, it all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
They'll try and run to Mixon, and he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They're going to look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Lock it. Man up. Check 43.
They're going to try and throw. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. The 20. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 74 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That certainly went against the traditional way. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Lucky.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So 4th down coming up. What do you expect?
They've gone for it time after time. They haven't punted yet. I don't know what's right anymore.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go. 70 in. Tackle. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Defense.
Well, some credit there to A.J. Green, because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Come on.
Looking to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got...
honey yard dash. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, Odell with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash, honey yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the.
Hey, everybody.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Red, 50, 60, orange. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Seventh-round picks, they go into training camp just hoping they won't be a casualty. He came out on the good side.
And plenty of them, if they work hard, get an opportunity, they can turn themselves into a heck of a player. One of my favorite seventh-round picks of all time, Marcus Colston. Big-time receiver, coming out of Hofstra, ends up having a heck of an NFL career.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter.
15
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And an alley to run. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 30s. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over.
Read. So don't say nothing. Go. Squeeze. Get in there. Watch that.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. That's complete to John Ross. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Back to throw here. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He'll look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 1. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, 30. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man open. It's Ross. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A good pickup there, 22.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the slant.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter.
Yeah, let's get second.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. On 2nd down, here's Mixon.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Uzomah. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He completes it to Boyd. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And yet again, nowhere to run. This time maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Such a long drive here. 3 points. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that word and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. From my heart and soul and so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the.
Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk.
Guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when attacking like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big job, I don't think I can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they all be out on the dash. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, I deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on